very, very warm welcome again, Nisam Bulavinak, and thank you so much for being here today to mark this historic occasion.
The country manager, Blue Prosperity Fiji, the co-primary investigator, science expeditions, Team Blue Prosperity Fiji, the BPF Ocean Science Expedition Team, invited government officials, partners, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and Bulavinaka to you. I would like to acknowledge the invitation extended to deliver parting words to the team that will leave for the scientific expedition today. I know we all must be looking forward to join the expeditions, and as a field person, I am excited. And I know that the team is excited of what is out there waiting to be explored. I have been advised that this expedition is one of the 7 aspects of the agreement between Blue Prosperity Fiji and the Fijian government. In just 3 months of the signing of the review MOU, we are now taking that much needed leap to getting the right information for informed policy decision. The expedition will help us understand the health of our coral, the status of our fish stocks, and the quality of our water across our island, so that we can make informed decisions, the policy interventions about how to be responsible steward of our oceans and its resources. Fisheries history is marked by explorations. Our people would be here if not for the explorer that ventured out across the sea in search of a new lands and a better life. Fishermen and fisherwomen are originally stewards of the ocean. They have deep wisdom and connections to the ocean that we can learn from. Yet their livelihood are changing. They are finding smaller fish of their reefs, pollution in their waters, and must be traveled further to feed their families. As Honorable Prime Minister expressed in his commitment to safeguarding Fiji's ocean to future generations, state, our custodian of what we all call Blue Pacific, we are united and ready to play our part to help planet Earth and ensure our collective survival. As we all know, we have been witness to threats such as climate change, overfishing, pollution, and habitat destruction, and that the nation is committed to reversing these trends, changing the narrative into a responsibility. Fiji recognizes the importance of protecting its unique ocean heritage, which has sustained, nourished, and healed the people of Fiji to millennia. We talk about economy, we talk about the environment, but for us, it is survival. I am not saying it to add weight to our soldier for the responsibility you already have in front of you. But I just want to remind you of the importance of the task at hand. I'm also not here to tell you how to do your work, but I ask that we carry out diligently and responsibly. As I have said, it is our survival. You are all experts in your field, and I know that at the macro level, every recording of data, every simple analysis will be valuable and will provide us the right guidance to making informed decisions, fit for the purpose policies and legislation that are very micro level. So not only I'm reminding you of the task at hand, but I also ask you to enjoy your work. Team, you have some world-renowned scientists, as I am proud to say, one of them is from Lomaiviti. To the young staff join, please take it all in. Learn as much as you can from experts. Listen, listen, and listen. We are sent off today on behalf of the coalition government and its officials. I wish you the very best in expectations, and may God Almighty's abundant blessing be with you all in this voyage. Please do remember, and I quote, the real expeditions begins when you return. We thank all our partners for making this happen, the University of the Pacific, South Pacific, Wade Institution, WWF, IUCN, CIWCS, for their participation in planning the execution of this effort. Most importantly, we thank the resource owners for giving us permission to enter their waters and do this research. We look forward to sharing this information back with them and empowering them to manage and protect their resources. With those words, we nakapagalebu and we hope to see you all soon. God bless and God bless Fiji.
The Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Forests, Mr. Kalaveti, Ravu, Father Winston Tarere of the Anglican Diocese of the Pacific of Polynesia, invited guests, government officials, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for gracing the occasion that I think is really important for our nation at this stage. The greatest challenge in Fiji, in my view, is for Fijians and all stakeholders that use the ocean resources to figure out and adopt an approach that will allow us to live in harmony with each other in a safe and productive environment that can sustain the ever-increasing and altering demands and needs in a continually impoverished marine environment that is expected to cater for the needs and aspirations of future generations of Fijians. Fiji has now produced a national ocean policy which will guide the pursuit of desired level of development that meets the aspirations and altering circumstances. Blue Prosperity Fiji, as we have been told, is a Fiji government-led program to support a healthy ocean, thriving communities, and prosperous economies in the country. The program will incorporate community consultations, scientific research, and traditional knowledge to sustainably manage Fiji's oceans. These efforts support the implementation of the National Ocean Policy, which guides Fiji's initiative to create strong ocean management policies that address the needs of our people today, while ensuring that the sustainability of our natural resources are kept for the future. The program has three main goals. These are to grow the ocean economies and improve livelihoods for our people, to strengthen fisheries management, and thirdly, to manage and conserve marine resources. The approach adopted by the program consists of six components. The first is the expedition, basically to collect and share scientific data to allow us to understand the health of the marine ecosystem. It raises the point that without data, we really would not be effective in managing the resources that we want to manage. The second component is marine spatial planning. After collecting all kinds of information, biological, economic, social, cultural, the aim is then to have this incorporated into a marine spatial planning that allows for participatory process to create a comprehensive plan for Fiji. The third component is the blue economy, to support economic growth with the use of ocean resources while ensuring that the ocean is sustainably utilized. Fourth, to have marine protection. I'm glad this is here because this is a practice that is observed widely across our region. But there is now the need, more than ever, I suppose, for us to manage the resources of the ocean on which we depend. Fifth is sustainable fisheries. We all know how important fisheries is to our country, but we know very little about the economic significance of inshore fisheries because we really have not gathered that information. Hopefully, this program would allow us more information on the significance of our inshore resources. Last is the need to communication. We need to provide transparency, awareness, and encourage stakeholder engagement. Those that are involved, we have the partnership between different government agencies and the government itself and the Yacht Institute. As I had said earlier, the program engages stakeholders through the National Ocean Policy Steering Committee. It engages multi-sectoral partnership with non-government organizations, has worked with academics and private sector representatives, as well as conduct consultations. I think at this stage we have reached out to over 100 local communities, and I'm glad that we have here amongst us the Turanga and the Tuinrola, all the way from the Asawa, just to illustrate the support that we have at that local level. And of course, playing an enhancing and facilitating role is the Yacht Institute, which is a US-based non-profit organization that provides technical expertise, capacity, and funding. The Blue Prosperity Fiji team consists of, unfortunately, it's an all-men team at the moment. We're still looking for ladies to grace our committees, and we hope that will happen soon. So we are led by Mr. Arthur Sokimi. He's the country manager. He actually is on board the Plan B that is out there. They have already started the dives and are on their way to go around the rest of the Ngolingolis in Fiji. We have Mr. Peli Maisema, who is actually a fisheries officer, but that shows the kind of integration that we want to promote. He's helping us from within fisheries. We have Mr. Andrew Paris. He's with the Environment, Ministry of Environment, or Division of Environment, but he plays the same kind of role, helping us from within government itself. And then we have Mr. Lekima Copeland. He's going to lead the ocean use survey. After the expedition is done, part of the data gathering process is to allow researchers to go back to the communities and dialogue and gather information on the use and the importance of marine resources to them. And of course, I'm Choeli Vitayaki, as I was introduced earlier. In terms of the process, the original agreement was with the previous government, but the current government under Honorable Prime Minister Sitiven Rambuka has renewed that commitment to undertake this partnership. After the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding, governance and planning has taken place. We've done that. Now the assessment and public consultation is underway, and after that, after we've collected the information, some planning and discussions, legal development will take place, and hopefully get into implementation. I find that quite interesting because in this process we want to go from gathering data, analyzing the data to get the stories that we require, get into planning the projects, and then working to implement it with the hope that it will work to help our country. Ladies and gentlemen, I have spent the last 32 years of my career building capacity at the global, regional, national and local levels. BPF, or Bioprosperity Fiji, is for me the answer to the country's prayer or prayers for a better future for our future generations, as it promises to provide the enabling environment to assist Fijians to embark on the sustainable development of its biggest resource base, our ocean. I have introduced to you arguably the most significant new development commitment the country has taken to attain the sustainable use of its marine resources. I want to appeal that in this process we all have a role to play, from our chiefs and our people, our leaders in communities, to our governments. It is our hope that we all can participate in this process, because it is now time for change. We have to alter course to maintain the health of the ocean, which we heavily depend on, while sustainably accessing all of the resources that are there to provide a better future for our people. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Blue Prosperity Fiji is about. The Honorable Minister for Fisheries, Mr. Kalaveti, Ravu, Your Grace, Father Winston Tarere, ladies and gentlemen, Vinakasakabugalib.